To you.
Okay, guys, we are live. So, for those listening at home, welcome to the Live from the Sword Coast podcast. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly dungeon master this evening. Tonight, we are continuing playing our campaign, playing through Greg Gillespie's very, very cool Barrowmaze Complete. Now, powered by Scarlet Heroes, written by Kevin Crawford. Now, this is a fairly as is appropriate for an OSR game. It's a fairly house-ruled version of Scarlet Heroes, but that is what we'll be playing, or what we'll be using to drive our story tonight. And with me are the two stars of the Wednesday night sessions. First up is Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Badonk Bent Bucket. He is a goblin monk acrobat. And tonight we are drinking Tin Cup.
Nice. And next up is Dave.
Hey everybody, good to see you. It's Dave Forche here at David J. Forche on Twitter and Instagram. Tonight I will be playing again Wes Littlefoot, Halfling Ranger. Although through the Scarlet Heroes system, he's been built as a thief. And tonight's drink of choice is cold, refreshing, clear water in a skullbunk.
Nice. Yeah, I'm once again rocking the really thrilling water with lemon juice. So, woof, living large here. All right,
Yep.
So let's hop into. We've actually switched our game over to the Scarlet Heroes sheets on Roll20, which are pretty handy. So let me just do the old camera shuffle here. Turn off my camera. Oops, what am I going to do here? Turn off. Yep, you present to everyone. Here we go. I'll refresh. The old camera's in here, which means I'm probably going to have to open your character sheets again. And, okay, guys, so where we left ourselves last time was that you guys had returned, you guys actually made it out into the Barrow Mounds and into the Barrowmaze itself. So it was quite the banner day for you guys. You also made it off with some loot from a... Oh, Dave, I'm not seeing your camera show up. It was working before, and now it's not working for some reason.
Okay.
So that was weird. Let's see here. You might want to... Actually, it was working before, so I don't know why it wouldn't be working now. I am of no help there. Okay, so we've got good old... so here, I'll do a quick reminder for the folks at home. I was thinking about when I was walking the dog yesterday that it's been a while since I've put up the pictures of our heroes. So here is good old Bent Bucket. Although I think he's got less bling in the campaign, right, Jeff?
Yes.
Yeah. There's good old Badonk, and then we've got good old Wes. Not pictured there is, of course, his trusty eagle companion or hawk companion, Wingtip. And their hireling they have right now is this gentleman here, a little ex-stable hand wizard named Gerlich, who proved to be quite valuable. And he has the distinction of being one of the henchmen who hasn't actually died yet. So kudos for Gerlich. Though now that I've said that, he's probably going to die. So you find yourself back in Helix, and it seems that, as is often the case with Werbin, Werbin has disappeared. He has gone back to, wandered off into the woods, dealing with whatever druidic mysteries that that crazy little dwarf druid deals with. And you still have yet to actually see Skurg. Although Skurg's player, Dave, did actually give us the go-ahead to use him as an NPC tonight. Now, I think that if you guys are inclined to hire, you may be able to hire someone. And that way we don't have to risk killing somebody's PC. At least none of the PCs who aren't whose players aren't present tonight. I give no assurance for Badonk or Wes. All right. So what are we going to do, guys?
Well, Wes is really excited about the idea of hiring Mr. Skurg because, he's pretty formidable. And I've always wanted to have a halfling henchman.
You've always wanted to have a halfling henchman?
Oh, half-orc, sorry.
Half-orc henchman, okay.
Yeah, and I'm sure Mr. Skurg's all over for that.
Sure. Actually, I don't have his stats typed up in the sheet just yet, but I do actually have them typed up or written up today. Once again, this is for those listening at home. This is all you need for a Scarlet Heroes character. Like it's pretty impressive. And I converted over all of his existing alchemical items too. So I know he's got access to all of those. So I'll just maybe I'll just roll the stats and stuff like that for him tonight. But
do we really want to use him? I really wanted to say that as West, but I don't. Do I really want to?
Well, why don't you see who's available at Osen's?
That's a good idea.
Well, actually, I guess that's the other thing is what do you guys want to do tonight? So we can. This is probably the day after your last expedition. You guys have had a very big night. Have you told people that you've gained access to the Barrowmaze?
Oh no, we were keeping that tight-lipped.
Yeah, I don't think that's like something we brag about.
Okay.
I don't. Would you? No, I don't think. I think we, especially until we've told some more of our about it, we wouldn't just be telling random people.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
So then you guys did come back with a fair amount of. How much gold did you come back with? Wasn't a bunch of. Was it gold or was it electrum?
We had 50 electrum and 3 gems. The gems were worth 10 gold, 25 gold, and 100 gold.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
So I don't think we've actually sold them yet.
No. If you do want to sell those, you can. What do you call it? You can get them. Other than the what do you call it? What do you call it? The you have to take the 10% discount for our HHR Huff and Puff.
Right.
So the coins you're fine with, just the gems he will take to convert those to coins. You'll just lose 10% of whatever the total cost is.
Yeah, I think that's what we would be doing today. I don't know. What do you think, Wes?
Yeah, I think we should definitely try to. Do we want to try and pawn them today? As soon as we pawn them, word could get out that we came back with some more loot.
Yeah, but that's okay. Being like people knowing that we're finding loot's okay. They don't need to know that we found the entrance to the
right. That's
Barrowmaze.
True. That's fair. Okay, yeah, we can do that. Pawn them.
Okay. So what?
You want to pawn them, Bob? Badonk?
Do you want to?
Do I want to what?
Do you want to sell them?
Oh yeah, I say we pawn them.
What was the total cost of them? The total amount?
135 gold and 50 electrum.
Okay, so 135 was the coins.
Yeah, no, 50 electrum and 135 in gems.
Right, that's what I was saying. So the electrum you don't need to convert. That's just coins.
Yeah.
But the what do you call it? The coins. Let's see here. 135 times 0.9. So it would be 121.5 GP that you'd get for it. Which divided by assuming that Scourge's not going to get any as he was gone, it would be divided by 4 because Grigori's entitled to 15% of that.
We told him 20, didn't we?
Oh yeah, 20. That's right. Yeah. Hold on.
Gotta be honest.
So let's see here. So times 0.8, which means there's 97.2 left to split between you guys. And divided by 3 is 32.4 is what you guys each walk away with. That's Badonk, Wes, and Werbin.
Werbin?
Scourge disappeared, so yeah. I'm assuming he didn't. At the first sign of those Scorpion, he get the fuck out of there.
He ran home.
He did run home, yeah. Actually, I think he was good. That was the like initial encounter when we were just testing out the combat system.
Yeah.
So I think he actually, he left altogether. I'm just going to refresh one more time here and see if it.
Oh, I did hear from Dave, everybody. I don't know if he told you. His computer died and he had left the charger at work.
Oh,
so
shit.
he's unable to rejoin.
That's unfortunate.
My video on my Roll20 is working, and you guys are black blobs.
Yeah, it's weird. And you're maybe refresh yours, Wes. Let's see if that makes a difference.
Refresh Roll20?
Yeah.
Just
hit refresh, like as if you were refreshing a web page.
Okay.
Let's see if that makes a difference. I'm going to move our cameras right in the middle here.
I lost the creepy sound.
Oh, it'll be back. It'll be back.
Please come back, creepy sound.
There we go. Everyone's camera's working now. Perfect.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see here. So the morning comes, and again, Werbin has gone missing. You guys do a very quick bit of commerce with HHR Huff and Puff, who happily changes your gems into coin. You split the share with Gerlich, and Max was kind of sniffing at Mr. Paggins, who was sitting around outside of the Brazen Strumpet with what's his name? It's been so long since he's been back.
Oh, yeah, I honestly can't remember his name either.
Alistair. Guy with the 1,000-yard stare sits outside. So Max sort of sniffs at Mr. Paggins a little bit. Mr. Paggins kind of, see his little tail go. And then he joins Biscuit and Bone with Badonk. And then you guys all sort of make your way across the way. You can see outside of the Church of St. Yig, or the Shrine of St. Yig, Brother Othar is actually finally up and about. He's out there with Gamdar and Sella, and they're sort of talking about with some laborers about getting the roof fixed. And he's as you guys walk past, he sort of nods, and he asks actually probably you, Badonk, because you've been here the longest. He says, "Oh, have you seen Skurg?"
No. Sorry, we haven't seen him today. We were out in the woods together, and he disappeared. Seen him?
Was he looking for Sir Albus again?
Yes, he's still concerned about Sir Albus.
Mm. If you see him again, let him know that I would like to have a word. When he has time,
of course.
Thank you, Badonk. And you guys can see that Gamdar is giving you guys a dirty look. Sella is looking a little... She's actually a little less hostile towards you guys because you don't have Skurg with you. So she seems actually remarkably okay with you guys. And and then you guys head over to Osen's Mercenary Guild. And as you walk into Osen's, you... of course, can see that there is good old Osen sitting behind the little like cubby hole, or the whatever it is, the little service window that is featured right inside. He's sitting there looking unimpressed. And again, for those listening at home, Osen in the movie version of our campaign is played by old Bruce Willis. So as you guys walk in, he looks up and his eyes kind of cock up, and he sees Gerlich with you, and he gets a little bit of a little look of surprise. What? And he says to Gerlich, "You made it back." And he says, "Oh, yes." And he's about to say, like, to brag about things, and he looks down at you guys and kind of, clams up. I imagine you guys, if you're keeping it to yourself, I imagine you've given him the instructions to do the same. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he clams up, and you look over, and there's actually... there's a fair amount of people who seem to be in here right now. there are, let's see here. Oh man, I am so not using that name.
I'm not sure what it is, but yeah, good.
The name is Wee Dingwall. So we're not going to be using Wee Dingwall.
I could just see all sorts of jokes going on all night, and we'll never get anything done.
Yeah. So it looks like there are two guys who don't seem to have any kind of armor on, who you would guess are torch bearers. Both are human. One of them has a let's see here. Actually, yeah, neither of them are. There's nothing that immediately stands out from either of them. Though one of them does have a lot of like a 5 o'clock shadow at 7 o'clock in the morning kind of thing. There are three humans, men, who all are wielding a variety of sort of modest gear. We've got a guy wielding a spear, a couple of guys wielding clubs. But the person who stands out here is this kind of like fire plug woman who's got, she looks really fucking strong. She looks really tough, and she's carrying this massive halberd. She's wearing chainmail, which is more impressive than anyone else, and she certainly stands out from the others. To the point where she's actually walking towards you guys. Her eyes are dark eyes, and dark hair sort of pulled back. Her dark eyes sort of fixed on you, and walks up and says, "Are you the lucky goblin?"
Yeah. Who's asking?
My name is Vaz. And she's got a bit of an accent as well too. You think probably from the Eastern Kingdoms, perhaps Thyatis, the city of Thyatis. I mean, the empire. Well, I guess it's the Empire of Thyatis. Anyway, yeah. So she looks down, and says, "You want to hire me?"
Wes gives her a once over while he uses his military scout background and does a once over for the entire group.
Yeah,
and rolled pretty awesome.
Oh, well, that would actually be wisdom, not intelligence.
Wisdom?
Yeah.
Keep the roll.
Well, remember hold on. It's actually a plus. It's not a D20 though.
Oh, okay.
2D8 is what you're rolling. I don't know. You know what? No, I wonder why the chart doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because I'm hitting the button, the dice button.
Yeah, and it's rolling D20s. Hold up. Because it's not a skill check.
So do I go to that third page to the attributes and fill it in there?
No, that's not. That's not really. Let's see what happens. No, never mind. I think I may have screwed up your character sheet. Sorry.
I can just do a 2d8.
Well, hold up. Let me just try something here. What is this?
I can just do a 2d8 roll.
What was rolled there? I just rolled something. Let's see here. New ability. Do this. I'm trying to see. Let's see what happens here. This is
skill check.
Trait roll. Okay. And dice is no. Shows token action. No. See what happens here. Hey. Now, did something called trait roll show up on your sheet here? Let's see.
Back in.
It did not.
Show in macro bar. Does that have to be?
Show in macro bar means it shows in the bottom of your thing. To be honest, that's fine. Do you see something called Wes Littlefoot at the bottom left of your screen? Wes Littlefoot trait roll.
Bottom left.
For
No. Would it be underneath all the character lists?
No, like on mine, it's right here. I can see it. Maybe, okay, so if you go into your, go into West Littlefoot, Dave, go to your attributes and abilities, the third tab there. Do you see an ability?
Yeah.
Do you see that new ability I've added?
No.
Okay. Why don't you choose, so click on add.
Trait roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Try clicking on that.
13.
Hey, nice. Okay. Now, is the tick, the show in macro bar, is that empty for you?
Yes.
Click on it.
Okay. Oh, I just saw it pop on my screen now.
Okay, so we'll use that, and let me quickly add something like that for you,
Sweet.
Jeff. Look at that.
Look at that.
Live workarounds for this is the level of DMing I bring for you guys.
Well, besides the glorious pictures of the Barrowmoor where we're going to potentially meet our deaths, and
So Jeff, if you could go into the third tab for Badonk,
Yep.
and then just click on show in macro bar. Oops, shit! Sorry, I moved it. Do you see where I'm talking about?
Bottom?
Yeah.
got the mini Snickers.
Try clicking on that.
What? On attributes and abilities?
No, go to attributes and abilities, and then there should be under abilities. There's one called trait roll.
You're right there, Jeff. That show and macro button. Click it.
Trait roll.
Go, Jeff. Go.
I don't see it. What?
On the right-hand side, under abilities, on the third tab.
Maybe close Badonk and then open them up again.
Maybe try that. Oh, there. Now it's there.
Okay, so click on show in macro bar, and you should see that show up in the bottom left of your screen. Let's give it a go and see if it works. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, so we just need to add your stat modifier and your you'll need to add that manually, or to just tell me what you're adding to it. But that'll work for now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we can just say like it's +2 or whatever the skill is.
And then if yeah. So let's see here. So, but the thing is, Wesley, is that this is something you're not going to know. So I'm going to make the roll for you. What's your bonus?
I'm just going back into my character. So I just be the
Wisdom.
one trait.
Yep.
And
Plus your wisdom.
+1 wisdom.
Yep.
So
+2.
+2.
Okay. All right. So you, yeah. So this is compared to some of the folks that you've had come along lately. This is absolutely someone who is a professional warrior. Like this is someone who has worked as a mercenary. She knows her shit. This mechanically, I can tell you that she's got at least 1 level in fighter,
Which is solid. That's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Meat shield. I mean tank. I mean.
So, if you guys, again, this is because she's got a class level. It means minimum 15% to try and hire her, and then it would be a matter of making your pitch to try and to get her to join.
The most uncharismatic characters in the group.
Yeah.
Yes. We should actually hire somebody to do all of our pitching for us. How's Gerlich at that?
That should be the first person we hire.
Yeah.
Our marketing agent.
Gerlich, how are you at hiring people?
Gerlich, I believe, has a charisma of 10 as well. So
okay, he's out.
Well, he also can't. He's your hireling, so he actually can't do that for you.
Right.
We got to be PCs. You guys are the ones in charge. You're the bosses. So what do you guys want to say? She does seem pretty keen on you already, saying that you've got to hire her.
Lucky Goblin, go for it. You got this.
All right. So roll a trait. Ooh. Well, I would argue that I would be adding a looter to that roll. She thinks I'm the lucky goblin.
Well, it depends on how you roll, how you role play it. Like, you need to role play that if you want to use that.
Well, that's what I'm telling her. You're a lucky goblin.
Is that all you're saying, or?
Come on, Badonk.
Oh,
Light it up.
I don't know. You know, I am quite famous in this area for my ability to return with very valuable treasure. I think if you were to join us on an adventure, and then he'll wink at her, you'll definitely be getting treasure.
Giant goblin eyes winking.
Yeah. We might have some secrets. That's all he'll say about that.
She kind of looks at you and is studying you and says, standard share, 15%.
Standard share, 15%.
She kind of, bam, hits the ground with her halberd. It says, very well. When do we leave?
You need to
Well,
pick
what
up
time
any
of the
stuff?
day is it now? Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, it's still morning.
I don't
This
even.
morning. We're ready to go.
Let's
early.
leave and let's have some breakfast and get out of here.
This
Badonk's buying.
is Vasquez. So the picture has her using a sword and shield. She does have a long sword with her, but it's picture her carrying a giant halberd instead. And boom, you have access to her character sheet too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So there you go. Vasquez is now. Whoopsies! I made a character instead of did it wrong.
I thought you said Vasquez as in like Spanish type name.
As one name.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's interesting. You'd make that observation. So Vaz is yeah. So you've got yourself a fighter. You got a fighter and a what do you call it? Magic user for the group right now. So there still are those other hirelings that are available. They're all just men at arms. So you're free to try and hire them too. They're pretty cheap. But and there's the 2 torchbearers as well. Where are you guys planning on going today?
Well, I think that the plan will be to go back into the actual
Where we were last time.
The actual Barrowmaze?
Yeah, the actual Barrowmaze. I don't think we'll look for another.
Let's try and get through more than 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, try not to get trapped.
And nearly killed.
Hey, but I've learned from some of the ruin exploring we did, so I'll be able to help you, Badonk.
Perfect.
All right. So anything else you guys wish to do in town before you set out?
I don't know. I'm tempted to bring a 10-foot pole, but
Have we seen any sign of Valor on returning?
No, Valorant wasn't in town again. You did hear that. I mean, his shop is sort of closed up right now.
Mm-hmm. He left.
There's
He
a
left
few-
right after we told him that they were coming. So
yeah.
right.
You also haven't seen Skurg in the last little bit, which means you haven't heard about the dragon in the Blackened Forest either.
well, he told us about his vision in the Blackened Forest.
Right. Because he's not here, you haven't heard him pushing you guys to go into the Blackened Forest to try and find the dragon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
Which means we can go exploring.
yeah.
All right.
All right. So
I'm going to make sure I've got some cartography type stuff this time around. Because Wes was drawing maps last time.
yeah.
So he's going to commit some of it to memory.
Okay.
May not be as good as your grid there, but
Excellent. Okay.
That's a good idea.
Then if there's nothing else you guys want to grab. Oh, very nice. Yeah. Let's figure out what the marching order for our heroes is. I'll create tokens for everybody so we can put the marching order in here. So here's good old Badonkadonk. There he is. Hello. Oh, he's in the blackened area. Shoot. There he is. Badonk. And Wes, who I think has taken point because he's incredibly brave. So brave. It's good old Wes and Badonk. And Vaz is here. There we go. And Gerlich. Boom. What order do you guys want to be going in?
Well, Wes will scout ahead to make sure we don't fall into any bits of liquid sand.
Okay. I'm sort of setting you guys in an order here just because I think this is probably how it's going to go.
Badonk will be out and about, stealthy about.
Yep. Put Gerlich in the center and have Vasquez fall out the rear. Sound right?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Let's check here. So first hours, you set out once again into, oh, you know what? I've set these guys. Let me cut and paste them. Copy. Because I can go into our travel map. Voila. Boom. And there's our guys. And there is Helix as well on the bottom. Okay, so let's see the first couple of hours. Awesome. Love it. Love it. Starting off the evening right.
Meaning you're going to give us bonus experience for venturing into the Barrowmoor.
That's going to be changing because the XP system is actually different, substantially different in this than it is in Pathfinder. But I will find a way to specifically reward going into the Barrowmoor for sure. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. Okay, 1 second here.
The Care Bears have a lemonade stand in the Barrowmoor, and we're going to sit and have tea and crumpets.
You have accurately read how this campaign goes. Definitely. All right. Okay, so what ends up happening is you guys are making your way along here, and I'm going to roll. Who wants to roll for surprise here?
Well, Wes, you're leading, so why don't you roll surprise?
Yeah, give me a D6 roll. Okay, they're not. Oh, it is the worst of all rolls. Oh, boy.
Maybe I should be drinking whiskey. I should be drinking whiskey.
Maybe you made a bad choice.
Yeah, shoot. Okay, so what ends up happening is you all die miserably. End of campaign. No.
End of characters. All right, we'll go make some new ones.
Glad we changed over. Fortunately, it's quick to make new characters in the system. I'm, of course, kidding. So what you guys end up seeing is you're making your way through the Barrowmoor. And again, just as to get us back into the atmosphere of the Barrowmoor, the reeds and the undergrowth in this place is easily as high in most cases as what Wes and Badonk stand. You guys are walking through this in that kind of like, jungle foraging kind of way of pushing aside giant, reeds and pussy willows and things like that, stepping through for you guys, near waist deep water. There's thick, black and stagnant mud that every time you step through it and slog, you can see a little trail that's full of brackish water behind you. But most eerily in here is there's no sound, of course. No birds, no insects. There's an eerie silence that hangs over the entirety of your trip. You guys are about 2 hours into this, so it's still early in the day, and you're tromping through into this. Let's see here. It'll be a small little kind of like the driest patch between two sort of like wetlands, and you're making your way along there, and it's actually fairly clear out, and you're close to the other side. About I rolled. Shit, I forgot what I rolled. Okay, 90 feet away. About 90 feet away, when you guys do see stalking or sort of sitting in the reeds, you look over, and it is the true nemesis of this campaign. The big and most fearsome evil that you guys have faced.
The toads?
It's 4 toads.
Quicksand.
It's 4 giant toads.
4 giant toads in front of some quicksand.
And you all kind of like, look and stunned. And unfortunately, you guys were surprised. They were not. So they get to, sort of launch themselves up and into action. Let's see here. So Wes, would you first off, give me a, I want you to make a dex trait or dex skill check. And then I think you can add sneaky goblin to that as well.
Sneaky goblin?
Yeah.
Or,
he's got a trait called sneaky goblin.
I have a halfling one.
you're talking about Badonk?
Yeah,
Badonk
did I
or
say
Wes?
Wes?
You said Wes, and then you said sneaky goblin. So
Sorry. No, I meant Badonk. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay. 10 plus 1 is... or wait, do I add my dex to that as
your
well?
dex and your sneaky goblin.
So it's total of 14.
Total 14? Okay, yeah, that's good enough. So yeah, you don't seem to have been detected. You're sort of, you were lurking near the back and waiting for everyone to get across. Okay, so then let's see here. I've got how many toads? Okay, there's 3 toads. We got 2 on Vasquez and 1 on. Oh no, 1 on Gerlich. Okay, so these things leap forward, and Vaz has, doesn't even have time to get her halberd down to be able to meet the charge of these things, unfortunately, and they make their attacks. So let's see here. They would be 2. Let's just say +2 for now. So +2. Her armor. What's her armor class? I think it's a 5. Maybe it's a 3. I don't know. See here. AC is 4. So attacks. Let's see here. All right, so one of them does manage to connect. One of them lands and snaps at her, but she's very, very quick on her feet, and she dances back. The other, unfortunately, does manage to connect. And let's see. It takes. She takes 1 point of damage. So if you guys could mark, I can do on this. Hold on here. I can save you guys effort here. Boom. So her red bar is her hit points. So if you just click on that, it should 1 point. Boom. And then we've got 1 attacking Gerlich as well. And oopsies, I can't throw for shit. But it misses. He keeps himself at a distance, and it does not connect with him. So that is the end of the first round. Let's initiatize. So we're going to do... we're not going to do individual initiative. We'll do just side initiative, I think, because that's just easier. That's 1 second. I'm setting up you guys here. Wes, you got hit points on your token now. And... Donk. Where are you? Where's hit points? Why can I not see it? There we go. Should be 11. All right. Wes, Badonk, you got your hit points set. Okay. So these things land, and let's roll initiative. 1 second here. I want to check one thing here. Actually, I forget. There's so many different ways of using, or different dice you can use for initiative. Let's roll. Yeah. No. Let's have, so you guys will roll initiative individually. 1d8 plus your dex modifier. And then I'll roll for the bad guys all as 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want us to roll for the henchmen or just as...
No, they'll go on, like each of you take one of them, and then they'll go on your turn.
Or they could, I was going to say, Badonk could be separate from, I'll take the other 2 because they're with me in the group.
Oh, sure, yeah, if you want. Go ahead. Okay, so they got a 6. What'd you guys get? Only 1 d8, guys.
Where's
1d8.
the initiative button?
There is no initiative button on it.
You just roll.
Yeah, just roll
Trait
D8.
roll.
No, roll D8 plus your Dex modifier.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Elevators. I got 5.
Same.
5. Okay. So that means unfortunately the toads are going to go before you guys. So Toad goes first. One of them ones, the one on Gerlich is going to attack. That does hit. Gets him. Oh, but only 1 point of damage on Gerlich. But you're going to see that is a lot on him. Boom! Look at that. Holy smokes! Bad hit. And he kind of dances back. Part of his robe is torn away as this thing snaps at him. And then there are 2 on Vaz. Let's see how she does. One's a nat 20. Well, no, I mean, they're not significant adversaries, so they got no fray dice or anything like that. So there's no problem there. But both of them do manage to hit. Both of them do 1 point of damage. Takes another 2. Brutal. Okay. Now, all right. Then it is your turn, guys. Who wants to go first?
Go Badunkadunk.
Sure.
Because you are hidden, Badonk, I'm going to give you +2 to hit.
Move out of. Okay. Badonk moves out of sort of the where he's hiding and drops down into his dog stance and rushes at the nearest frog.
You go scampering along this little furious little green ball.
Okay, so I roll dog
Which
stance.
are you going to the one on Gerlich or the one of the 2 on Vaz?
I think on Gerlich because he's the one who we're to at this point.
Okay, so go ahead and make your attack roll. Whoa, that is definitely a hit. So you rolled, let's see here, 11, which means 4 points of damage. Okay, so you fucking annihilate this first toad. What does that look like?
Again, he's just coming in, and when he actually comes in, and it's just all, a giant headbutt right on the skull of the frog, and he just caves its head in.
Okay, and go ahead and roll your fray dice.
Fray dice is 1 damage.
1 damage. Okay. So you smash. I think maybe you leap up as you're going in. You pogo on one of them, doing a little bit of damage, and then you carry through and smash, shatter the head of the other one. Vaz has no one on her anymore. Wes, you want to go?
Yeah, Wes is going to draw back his short bow and shoot at the one on Gerlich.
Okay. Whoa, nat 20. Okay. So your fray, what I'll let you do is, if you want, you can put your fray on the same target. So the fray would be
20.
Yeah, so that would be a total of 3 points of damage. 6, 2, 3, So how does this one die?
Wes does his, takes aim, likes to eye hunt for some reason, and waits for this thing to come down on Gerlich, and then lets go and lets it fly straight through the eye, through the back of the skull.
Awesome.
And it slumps over and gives Gerlich a little wink.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so that one is down, and then Gerlich or Vaz? Vaz has 1 still in front of her.
Vaz will take a swing.
Yep. So she lowers the halberd and steps forward and tries to skewer this thing.
Just her sheet here. So she's using her halberd?
Yes. Whoa. So 18 does hit. Because it's AC. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. So that is great. And so 2 points of damage will be sufficient to kill this thing. Her fray dice is a D8, incidentally.
Okay.
Because she's a fighter. Okay, so yeah. Oh, fuck, she's a fighter. She should have won initiative automatically. Yeah. So anyway, she steps forward and brings this, slashes the halberd aside and just severs this thing's head clean from it.
Nice.
You had set it up quite nicely, Badonk. So she puts it aside and kind of snarls at this thing. If you want to take a minute, you guys can bandage wounds here and recover 2 hit points each, which would bring her. She's still a little banged up, but I think you can heal Gerlich altogether.
Is that a skill check or?
I don't think you do actually. I don't think that, as long as you, it's just something you can automatically do is just kind of catch a breath, gain 2 hit points back.
Okay.
All right. So
the healer's gloves that we've never really talked about what they do, so maybe they help in some way. I don't know.
I'll do is I'll say so the healer's gloves, once per day you can have people regain 1 extra hit point from the post-battle bandaging.
Okay. So if someone's badly wounded, we can use those.
Yeah, like if you come out of a bad fight and there's going to be something else that day, it's a little way to get a free extra, and that's for everybody. So, if you've got a group of 5 or 6 people that's 5 or 6 extra hit points you're gaining back. Okay. And let me think about that, because that if that's not particularly attractive, I'm trying to think if it'd be punishing for it to be, if you get it with every one of those, it gives +1 with every time you do that. The trouble is that you could always just take them off. Like there's no way that obligates you to wear it. What I'll say is that once per day, it'll heal, for that 1 bandaging, it'll heal 1d4 +1 extra health.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So if somebody's badly wounded,
well,
it's a good one.
You compare that to the chart, right? So like what that just means is that you'll heal usually 1 point.
Maybe 2?
Maybe, well, no, because if you roll a 5, it's still a 1. I guess maybe it'll be 1d4 +2.
Okay. That way there's a chance.
There's a chance you get an extra 2 out of it. So if you want to throw that in your character sheet there, Badonk, we'll just, that way we can remember what it does.
Cool.
Okay.
So 1d4 +1?
1d4 +2. Once per day, you can use it to heal 1d4 +2 extra hit points after a battle.
I got it.
Okay. So, let's see about the rest of the journey. Okay. So, Vaz sort of, still a little battered from these things. She sort of looks at you guys and gets a kind of grin on her face. She's like, "Is that the worst they have to offer?" It's sort of wipes her halberd off in the kind of like the wet mud or wet grass, I guess. Let's see here.
Wes is like, "No, that's like a warm up." Next to our real event.
Okay. So, you guys otherwise are able to make it to switch back to the other map again here. Let me just cut and paste these now that they're actually set up. You're able to make it to the Barrow Mounds without incident. So let's set you guys here. Boom. Here we go. Actually, gotta put you in the black. Oof, so you're hidden. Okay. So we're using Badonk's little image there to manage the party here. So each of these is equal to, I believe, 200 squares or 200 feet. That might be too much. One sec, guys. All right. 1 hex equals 50 feet, which means you guys have a movement of the slowest among you dictates the speed, and that'll be old Vaz. So I'm just trying to dictate or figure out how many turns it takes you. Because remember, every 2 turns, every 20 minutes, I make another check for random encounters. Oh, you know what I found? I was looking, this is a non sequitur, guys, but I was looking in the second mega dungeon that Greg Gillespie wrote, this thing called The Forbidden Caverns of Archaea. And he has an awesome thing in there for tracking time in dungeons. It's this cool little like dial. I'm going to print it off. And when we're exploring deeper into the dungeons, you can turn the thing around and it tells you when you, like, there's little swords, and every time you cross a sword, you need to make a check for random encounters. And also has little torches, so it tells you when a torch burns out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really fucking cool. Like a cool little board gamey kind of piece to add to it. So,
is there like a floating gold coin so that every once in a while you get like a random treasure just fall into your lap?
No.
Didn't think so.
You probably have picked up Mr. Gillespie's, or Professor Gillespie, I guess technically, his sensibilities in terms of design. So there's not a lot of free free stuff in this. Okay, so you guys basically can move 4 hexes per 20 minutes. So you're making your way along here, and let's just refresh our memory what this blasted heath looks like. So this is, of course, the Barrow Mounds, minus the mountains in the background, because I was too lazy to find something without them. The Barrow Mound. And you guys are making your way across here, deeper in, and you see that first damned mound. That damned mound that claimed the lives of at least one of your adversaries and so many henchmen. But you were able to reach that first one without incident. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then where are you heading? Straight north?
Yeah. That's the... I can't read the number from here, but...
0813.
1813 or something?
Yeah. Well, 813.
Oh, sorry, 813.
We don't want to go. We don't want to go to that though, because we don't want everybody else to know the location of the half cleared. We'll steer around it.
Okay.
We've smashed through half of the entranceway yet. We don't want everybody to know where it is.
Oh shoot! You know what I forgot? I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to load the pictures of like the reference photos. I'll do that over the weekend. Okay. Now, as you guys reach the mounds themselves, you do find someone waiting there. Let's see. Oh, that's so good. All right.
Mr. Skirk.
I really should add that to the same one.
Found your charger.
How the fuck do I get out of here?
You found your charger. Good to see you.
You know what you actually come across, guys. Now let's roll for surprise. Would you kindly roll? Who wants to roll? Well, actually, I guess Wes.
The donk wants to roll.
Okay.
Sure.
Donk. Roll D6.
Just open the dice roller. D6.
Okay. You're not surprised. So what do you guys come across at a distance of? Let's see here. 80 feet. So it's actually probably like, it's about here, and you're making your way through, winding around through the hills, and you can hear someone talking up ahead at the mountain. You're like, what the hell? And you guys come rushing over, and both you and you see there are 3 guys, men who are equipped with, let's see here, like leather armor. It's basically dungeoneering equipment. Each of them has a crossbow on their back. They've got some leather armor on. They have weapons at their waist. They've got ropes and lanterns and stuff like that. And as they see you, they turn around, and they look, and let me roll a reaction. This is one of those things where I actually don't know how they're going to react yet. I'll roll according to Scarlet Heroes rules. All right. It's actually, so they turn around, they look at you, and what do you guys say?
Hey, Bedonk, the Lucky Goblin. Look who it is. It's our fellow dungeoneering friends from Helix.
Bedonk
Wes is
laughs.
just trying to make Wes's BS meter is not working as well today as normal.
So Wes, you are studying these guys, and let's see here.
Eat for the grinder.
Are they not?
Oh, interesting. Okay, sorry, I was just reading the stats. So it appears that there are these guys are actually you don't know their names, but you've seen them around the Brazen Strumpet. It is 2 humans and a dwarf. And they kind of turn and they look at you and see you coming up. And the dwarf looks and says, "Hey, we don't want any trouble."
Are they the group that had gone and successfully onto one of the Guardian Barrows, or is it a different group?
Different group.
Okay.
The ones that were in the guard that brave the Guardian Barrows, the survivors you heard was a dwarf, a wizard, and a human fighter. Actually, human wizard, human fighter. This appears to be. No one appears to have like the same look of like Vax or Grigori.
Okay.
However, Wes, I mean, I rolled for you, and you rolled pretty fucking well. You can see that there's a holy symbol on that the dwarf is wearing.
Do I recognize it?
Yeah, it is Karam, I believe.
That's a god of warriors and
God of strength in battle. Yeah,
strength in battle. Yeah.
Oh.
Hail, followers of Crom. Here
Right.
to brave the Barrowmaze.
and he kind of looks at you and what? I mean, that's obvious what we're doing. What? You're clearly here for the same goal.
Right? Strength in numbers.
Strength in numbers means a smaller pot.
That also means you got a better chance of walking away with the pot, though.
Oi.
No threat, no threat. I'm just saying the Barrowmaze, that's a dangerous place.
You
How
guys
many
have
skeletons were in that one room, Badonk? 14?
That sounds about right.
Room, 14 skeletons.
And down there yet?
They sort of look at each other. And you look back at the thing. The human who's kind of lean, who's carrying a bow, he says, "The entrance." And it is back there.
Mm-hmm. And down the first main corridor to your left, there's a door. And if you step on the wrong spot on the floor, the wall falls down, traps you in the room. You know where the release is? Or do you have a lot of food with you?
I think you're pretty.
Or we can work together.
Let's roll here. Let's see what their how this goes. Your
I'm not the most charismatic, but let me. Well, hey, you know what? I'm leaning on my Ruin Explorer right now.
You know, I would suggest my pitch for your next trait, which I think is consistent with the way you've been playing him, is insufferably friendly. I think it's totally consistent because like you've really taken the lead on a lot of role playing, and that would be a good way of giving you a mechanical bonus for that. But Wes has been you've been playing him that way from the get go.
I'm gonna put that down as future trait.
Okay, they're getting a little more cautious right now. They have there is an arrow knocked in the guy's bow, but it's not drawn or aimed at you guys right now. The dwarven guy is sort of reaching for his or he's tightening his grip on his big warhammer he has in his hand, and the other guy who's wearing let's see here. He'd be probably wearing chainmail, something close to what Vaz is wearing. But he looks like he's a northerner, and he's carrying a shield and a big battle axe in his hand. And the big guy says, "We were here first."
You were here yesterday.
Which means you're not
And
first
when would that
today.
You were here first today, and you think that means that you have claim to this entire maze?
It means that we get first crack. This is the big blonde guy
Sure.
talking.
You head down, we'll wait an hour, and then we'll go down.
Okay.
That's what
They
Sure. That's a good idea.
They sort of look at you guys. An hour?
Unless you call for help.
And
If you call for help, we'll come down right away.
The big guy is sort of like getting a little angry, and the dwarf says, "An hour. Aye, that's fair.
I like insufferably friendly. I like that. I'm going to keep going.
And you're not the dwarf sort of says something and calls his allies in. As he's talking to them, about 6 feet away. You can't hear what they're saying necessarily, but the big guy still is kind of looking back at you guys and keeping his eye on you. And then that seems to pacify them. So they say, the dwarf says again, "Aye, an hour. On the god of battle, the lord of war. 1 hour. You'll honor that."
we'll honor that.
He kind of looks at his two colleagues and he says, "Let's go." And they kind of scamper down. They're through that big, crypt or burial, not burial, the big entrance thing. And you see that they light a torch as soon as they get in, and then there's sort of a production of them getting themselves down. And then it's a matter of just waiting, I guess. So let's see here.
If they do call for help, Wes will go down. Don't worry.
Okay. All right. So if you do wait the full hour, like an hour goes by and there's no sign of them anywhere. They seem to have made their way down. They haven't come back up again. Vaz is sort of, she's not crazy about, why did we let them go? We could have gone down. Why are we waiting for them?
Because if we fight them and it causes us injuries, that makes it easier for us to get further injured in the Barrowmaze. This is safer, easier. If they're as good as they think they are, we have no problems. If they're not, we still have no problem.
She shakes her head.
Most people do.
So then you guys have your opportunity to go in and brave the Barrowmaze. So let's swamp over here. Bam. Guys. And again, you want to avoid the stream just because it will spoil the map for you guys. Let me zoom in. There we go. And I've got a teeny tiny goblin and a teeny tiny halfling as you guys make your way down into that first room. And you can see down the corridor, there is that hallway going down there. Let me just toss versions or icons for good old Gerlich. Let's see here, Gerlich, I'll make you a square, and then I'll make you wee. Yeah, that's about right. There's Gerlich. And Vaz.
So wait, room where I fought the skeletons?
This is the first, so this first room, let me...
This is where we come down and there's that "They're coming" written on the wall.
Yes, there's that graffiti on the wall. Now, give me a sec here. I'm going to make a quick check here. So you guys have come down, and this is that first sweeping room. Now, I apologize for not getting rid of the numbers here, guys. I could not figure out how to get rid of the numbers on the PDF map. I'm sure there is a way to do that, and I'll look into that over the weekend, but for now, we're just going to work with what we got. So this first room here, it is partially collapsed along the western wall there, which you can see the rubble. There is an old and rusty block and tackle attached to a tripod that sits atop the hole. And there's that rope that still descends down into this conical shaped room. Frescoes, worn and faded, of burial processions leading up to a barrow mound line the walls, and bones litter the floor. There is a little bit of blood, which you think may actually be from when you pass through. So it does have a slightly greenish tinge to it. There is, of course, the smell of dampness and death, and the sound of nothing, except for the wind. Our wind stopped. There we go. Hell yeah.
Can I determine which path the previous party took?
Let's see here. You've got, so your wisdom bonus is +1, and what's your, what do you call it? Your...
Hunter Tracker?
No, because it's a dungeon one. There was the
Ruin Explorer?
Ruin Explorer, yeah. So you can see that they seem to make their way straight down.
Okay.
Now you look, the room where Badonk was trapped was right up here, guys. At number 2. And number 3 is the room
from the skeletons.
Yeah, the skeletons. That's where you went scrambling in there and tried to go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, 1 sec. I'm just going to make a roll here. Feel free to plan while I am doing this.
Do we want to just take a first right?
Yeah, there's also a door like right on the right there, right?
Like just to the down on the map to our first right?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah. Did you ping that?
Yeah. If you hold your mouse on a spot on the map,
Ooh, mine's purple.
Yep. It's coded to your what do you call it? Whatever color is on your little...
Whatever your color of your... Yeah, so you can change
How do you change your color?
Just click on it.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, this blue is real easy to see. Boom.
Nice.
That's Badonk's sonar power. You haven't about it yet.
What do you guys want to do?
Echolocation. Let's try that door on the right.
Okay.
We're going to see what's going on.
Okay, and what is your marching order? This is about 10 feet.
Well, I think Wes is going to check the door with his dungeoneering skills.
Oh, yes. Where's Mr. Skirg? Oh, where's Mr. Skirg?
And Badonk is going to use his new trait, Wary Dungeoneer, to also very check for any floor spaces or anything.
Okay. So it's only going to be one roll, guys. So is somebody helping somebody else?
I'll help Badonk.
Okay. What's your trait called?
Ruin Explorer. They're probably like the same thing, just we labeled them differently.
Actually, I think that seeing as mine is called like Wary Dungeoneer, I think I'm actually I am like behind you, like, wait, careful, don't touch. Oh, yeah, okay, that looks okay. Okay. He's hovering behind you.
So I'm exploring and you're okay. So you're backseat driver and I'm
basically.
Nice. Okay. So let's see here. So for good old Wes, your total bonus is a +2, +3 because of Badonk's help. So you carefully go to this door, and it's very much like the other door you saw. It's made of wood. It's very aged, and it doesn't appear that there's any kind of traps. You're trying to replicate as best you can what you saw Mr. Skirg do when he inspected it, but does not appear to have anything unnatural about it.
Wes spins around. Okay, Badonk, good to go. And he pats you on the back and moves behind you. You give me the worried engineer now. Tally forth.
Oh, do I roll to see if you get a bonus or what?
No, you've already got the bonus. I already gave it to him.
Oh, you
worried,
just
worried
automatically
engineer,
get it.
I'm just letting you open the door.
Oh, okay.
I checked it. It looks good. You should just go through now.
Sure.
Okay. So let's see what happens. You open the door.
Yep.
And
I got a 9 plus worried engineer make.
so this door opens, and that's what you see inside.
There's a room.
20 by 20 room, and debris of undetermined sorts litters the floor. There is otherwise nothing else of interest.
Just a dusty room.
Well, we are kind of in like ruins.
Yeah.
We're probably going to find a lot of these.
Discern, Kev, actually, can we discern any type of purpose for the room?
You can't. No, it's
Okay.
not clear what this. The walls are still pretty much the stock, stone, heavy, and non-dwarven make. These seem to be being made. That's something that Werbin told you last time. Is that it's definitely not of dwarven make.
Right, but so there's no indication of it's a closet. It's a,
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Not that we would know that, but
No, it's not clear what the purpose this room may have served.
Do we want to just go to the next one there, Badonk?
yeah, let's just continue up the hallway, checking doors. Actually, previously Badonk had used his old goblin wisdom of left is always right, but he doesn't trust it at first stupid left door, so now he thinks right is always right. So let's try the door.
So which door do you want to try? There's a door.
The next one up the.
You can see there's a door here too, right?
Oh, inside this room, there's a door.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's investigate that one.
Sure. Let me do a better job of revealing this for you. There you go. Boom. You see that better now?
There's a halfling phrase that my grandparents taught me. The way through is always door 2.
Ah, I like that.
Okay. So are you all jamming in?
Consider using that.
So what are you doing? This door seems the same as the last. What do you guys want to do? I'm assuming everyone's sort of crammed in this room now.
Want me to check it?
So let's, do I want you to check it?
We had great luck last time. Worked great. We should do it again.
I want you to check it very carefully.
Okay, I'll check it very carefully.
As you guys are going along, Gerlich has cast he's cast a cantrip of light on his staff, but he could actually cast light if you want him to not be concentrating. Like if you want him to cast another spell, to be able to cast another spell, I guess, and you guys have light, he could actually cast light, which lasts for him for 70 minutes. So do you think it'd be worth a first level spell to get 70 minutes of light?
I have torches.
Yeah.
Does he want one of the torches?
I'll tell you how long torches last.
And I'll pull up Wes's old character sheet to tell you how many I'm carrying.
Yeah, I think we should. I need to.
It's been so long since we actually had the prospect of exploring this area that I completely I've forgotten all these little rules for actually exploring.
That's all right. We've spent so much time role playing in town that.
Yeah, a torch casts light for a 30-foot radius and lasts for 6 turns, 1 hour. But they are susceptible to water and gusts of wind. Lanterns cast the same light but require 1 oil flask for 4 hours.
Well, we should remember that next time we come down here. Bring some lanterns and some oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have 5 sun rods and 9 torches left.
A sun rod lasts. I don't remember how long. Do you want to? We'll see a sun rod lasts. We'll say sun rod lasts the same is effectively the same as a lantern.
Okay.
For now, so it'd be 4 hours if you want to waste one of those.
I'm down to 4. Sorry, we used one last time.
Okay.
Gerlich, would you prefer a sun rod and keep your spell for other purposes in case needed?
He kind of looks around and he says, if you have that, that may be prudent. Okay.
I'll scribble off another.
Oh, that's way more. Sorry. He says, yeah, if it's like last time, we're going to want to, it might be best to keep my strength for something else. So you strike it against the ground and flashes to light. So let me mark down 24 turns. Okay.
Pass it to him.
So he takes it in his one hand. We didn't talk about Max or Biscuit or Bone, but I'm assuming they're all back out up top, keeping watch on the entrance.
Yeah, Biscuit and Bone never come into the.
No, they don't like it down here.
Same with Wingtip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the light is quite a bright and steady light that's cast by the sun rod, quite unnatural. And you lean up against the door. Is anyone? You're just gonna throw it open, I guess, or?
We're gonna do door opening process number 1, which is Badonk helping Wes checking the door.
Okay. So I'll take that one turn to do that. Okay.
This will be the slowest going ever.
Does not appear to be. You're checking the door. Does not appear to be anything of interest there. You're fairly confident. So Badonk, you're throwing the door open?
Yeah, absolutely. Want me to roll?
Back in line?
No. It's
oh, okay.
Yeah, you only need to. That's if there's a save. Okay, so what you see, guys, throwing the door open is. Oops, let's do this here. Yeah, it's going to take me a couple tries to get this revealed properly here. Oop. I'm not very good at this. There we go. So it's a fairly large room. And there we go. $30 right? So it's about to there for now. All right, so the door is thrown open.
Oh, and it's a larger looking room.
Yeah.
And it looks like there's a couple of doors coming out of this room. Is that correct?
There are, yeah.
Wes is trying to peek around Badonk. Let's go in, damn it.
Yeah, let's. Okay. I'll very carefully go in.
Okay.
Don't step on any pressure plates.
So hold on. There's actually something in there, guys. I just needed to draw that map. So as that's thrown open, you can see that there are, a fucking swarm. As soon as it opens up and the light is cast in here, there's this screech as 11 roiling kind of, kind of a pile, effectively, or swarm of disgusting brown-colored rodents with whose eyes all seem red as the light is reflected off of them. And these things are about the size of what very close to what like Max or Mr. Paggins is. There's 11 of these disgusting things. And let's roll for surprise, please. Go ahead and roll a D6. Oh, they're actually surprised. Let's see if you guys are.
Okay.
No, you're not.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, nice. So these things are kind of you've caught them doing something. You think there's like a sack or something with some fabric on it or canvas maybe in the middle of them that had them distracted, and they go, look at you guys. What are you doing?
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Yeah, you guys get a full round of surprise here. So really, actually, Badonk is the only one who can kind of see in the door right now. So Badonk.
Oh yeah, he'll just yell attack and he'll rush in.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, so you to clear about the kind of mechanics here, you guys can do a move and an action every round. So Badonk, you can easily go charging in there. You should be able to move your token if you want to move him in.
He's just very tiny.
Oh, you have to kind of zoom way in. I've zoomed into maximum.
Oh yeah, I guess I can. I think that worked, right?
Yeah. You go racing in. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
All right, here we go. Boom.
Ooh, that is definitely a hit. And wow, 4 points of damage. So you are just lashing out against these things. That is 4 of them down. Go ahead and roll your fray dice as well. Holy shit.
And fray is 1 more damage.
Nice. Okay, so as you're lashing out, you are just fucking shattering. I don't know what it is you have against giant rats, but you're just fucking ripping them apart, shattering their spines, smashing them, grabbing them in their, like, I guess you're taking after your dogs, kind of going after alley rats, right? Grabbing the things and like, shaking them around. Okay, who wants to go next?
Oh, there's a West guy in the room.
So West steps forward. And what are you doing? Go ahead and make your attack roll.
West is going to shoot first and ask questions later.
Nice. All right. So actually the first one, so you start lobbing arrows in there. And these things are so quick and it's so dark in here. I think the light isn't being cast all that great, but you actually miss.
Oh, damn.
However, your fray is one of them manages to connect, and out of the, like, say 3 or 4 arrows you're able to loose into here, you only manage to tag one of them.
It's too bad I don't have any like hero points or special role-playing points or something.
Yep. That is the punishment of the OSR. However, you did do automatic damage to one, so I mean, it's not like you did nothing.
Yeah, I'm still an effective bowman.
Yep. Okay, who's going next? Vaz or
Vaz?
Gerlich. So what Gerlich could do is use just as a refresher of how we're handling cantrips. If he doesn't want to waste a spell, he could use a cantrip, a damaging cantrip, to make an attack roll of, let's see here, it'd be 1d4. Yeah, it'd be 1d4 damage, and the attack roll would be plus, I think, +2, because he'd be adding his trait for Gifted Peasant. So let's just do this here.
I moved Vaz into the room.
Okay,
yeah,
so,
do you want to control Vaz and I'll control Gerlich, or what do you want to do?
Sure, that makes it easier if we each have one.
Okay, so Vaz goes in. Go ahead and make an attack roll with Vaz.
Okay. I don't have a fray dice set up for her yet, so
I'll do that while you're making a roll.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
They're
full-on characters.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So
actually, the fighter gets a huge fray dice.
Yeah, fray. That's the advantage of being a fighter. Okay. Holy shit. Okay, so Gerlich, you finally make your way in, but Vaz makes very fast and quick work of these things, doing a whopping 6 points of damage.
Yikes.
Wow. So she is just, it's a whirlwind of destruction with these things. And she's calling out some curses as she does it. Thank God you guys had the drop on these things, because you get the sense that these things may have been infected, because there's sick boils and shit around their pinkish kind of mouths. But you dropped all of them, and you realize the fabric thing that they were picking at is actually a sack.
Well, better a sack than one of those 3 guys that we saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to check this sack out? See what's in it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So the sack, you pick it up, and it kind of it's got holes bitten in it and whatnot. But you pick it up, and you can hear the tinkle of coins.
Ha
The sack contains 123 silver pieces.
Wow.
Coins. I turn to Vaz and Gerlich. Jingle, jingle. You've been traveling with the Lucky Goblin.
She kind of gets a smirk on her face. Says, "You're living up to your reputation, Goblin."
What's my
I usually do.
I don't have a reputation yet.
He kind of she laughs and says, "That's not what I hear from the girls at the strumpet." And she kind of does a drinky motion.
Oh, Barwood and Greg are going to haunt me forever.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do? I'll move Wes out of the way here so you can see. It does appear that there are a couple of doors out of here.
It's just two, or am I'm still?
There is a door over here. There's a door over here. And there's a door over here.
Oh, that diagonal one I couldn't see because of the...
The diagonal thing is just a spot in the wall, or what is...
It's a wall, a door.
Oh.
Do you want to do some door checking? Badonk?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, you're helping. I'm checking.
One sec. Oh, okay, hold on, guys. Okay.
Whistling into a microphone is bad.
So which do you, which door are you going for, guys?
The diagonal one on the bottom left.
Diagonal one on the bottom left. Okay. Who is checking the door?
I'm going to check it. Badonk's going to help.
Okay.
So +3 to my Ruin Explorer Extraordinaire.
Yeah. So once again, you study this and you think you've figured out what you need to be looking for here, even though you haven't found a single trap yet. Looking around, okay. It does seem as if this is this is safe to open.
Looks safe to open, Badonk. Wes steps out of the way, pulls his bow out.
Let's go for it.
Get ready to kill some rats.
Okay. You throw the door open.
Yep.
And that is what you see. Is a corridor leading down to yet another door about 20 feet away. And then it seems as if this winds down and continues down. That's not a solid wall. It continues down. Just your light isn't stretching far enough from where Gerlich is right now.
Yo, Gerlich, bring the light up.
He steps forward towards the door and kind of looks around it. He says, "You want me to go first?"
No, just reach the light inside the door.
Okay, so I'm going to assume that...
Or Badonk steps in one more.
Yeah.
Or
Okay, and then Gerlich will hold the light up. And now goes down to about here. Just going to show you that it continues on there. So there, you can see there still is. It continues on for at least some distance.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
what do you think, Badonk?
Kev, as we're going through these rooms, I'm trying to identify if they seem to have any function or any discernible. You know what I mean? Like, are they kitchens? Are they bedroom?
Sure. And
Like,
I'll let you know if something does make sense to you as to what it might be or what it might be used for.
I just wanted
I'll
to
let
point
you know.
that out. Yeah.
Yeah.
to see if we can try and orientate ourselves in some way to this giant maze.
Sure.
Let's down. What do you think? Like this one here.
Okay. Give me 1 sec here. I just want to see something. There's a symbol here I don't recognize. I think it means kill all characters.
Yeah, that might be NPCs only, though, that one. Oh, sorry, all those other Dungeoneers and the NPCs.
Oh, that's so awesome. It's one of my favorite things about this. Fucking love it. Oh, so good. This dungeon is amazing. I love this one so much. Just because it's so, you're going to reveal what, you're going to see what it is in a second here. And it's one of these little things that he's written in here that makes the thing feel so fucking atmospheric. You know, it feels like it's got a real history to it. So the door opens here, and let me. No one told me they were testing the door. That's interesting. That's a bold choice.
Oh,
so you, Badonk opens it. He's just getting too eager to get further in here, and Wes is like, "Wait!" And then the door creaks open. You all sort of look at each other. Whew, nothing happened. So you throw the door open, and this is what is revealed here. Another corridor, Badonk. You step through, and you see this symbol over here. I'm going to move Gerlich up here so you can get some light. Right here, you see how there's this weird kind of like from where you are, it looks like, let me...
That cog?
Maybe it's Alt-L. Oh. Shift-L. Yes. I don't remember how to make it from a player's perspective. L? Anyway, sorry, I'm trying to get it to see it so I can the viewers can see it from the player perspective, but I can't remember how to do that. What you see there, Badonk, right here, where that little
like almost like a picture on the wall.
That you can see there's the heavy stone of most walls, but this is a wall that's been bricked up.
Oh, like sealed.
Someone has sealed this door. And as you step through, Wes, you are looking and you're nodding. You know, I'm going to move you up a little bit here. Badonk is sort of studying this thing here. You push past Gerlich and you see it. And when you came back, you've been asking people about what to, you know, and that last night you were trying to be as surreptitious as you could and you're in doing it, but you're asking about like what to expect in there. What do we see down there? What have we heard about it? And one of the things you've heard about is that there are these walls where they have been sealed up with bricks by some unknown party. The mortar work in here makes you think like it's been here for you know, centuries possibly. But it's definitely the work of some craftsmen other than the ones who set up the who built this place initially.
Do you want to smash it open, Badonk?
Yeah, we could try that. I'm not against it.
Now, how many of you guys have sledgehammers on you? Because that's what you need to be able to break through the wall. Unless you've got some kind of spell or something.
Well, we have at least one hammer.
A magical one. And a light mace. That's probably not going to help.
And I mean, I don't know if just our small party, not sure that we would have brought. Would we carry sledges? I don't know. I think
Badonk has been traditionally.
We might not have.
In fairness, I don't think it's on his character sheet right now, but I know that Badonk has always said that he's brought one. So I think you guys for sure have one.
Because we needed them to break into the other barrows.
Sledgehammer. Yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, let's try it out. I mean,
Do you want Vaz to do the work then?
yeah, Vaz is Badonk looks at her and he says, "Well, time to earn 15%," and he hands her the sledgehammer. And he
Now-
and at the same time, he's like, I mean, look at us. And he's like pointing at him and Wes, and they're like flabby little arms. And
Maybe we should reveal the other corridor here. You can ignore the other symbol there. So you move over, and Vaz comes down.
Point my boat on one of the corridors, and
Okay. Or do you want to try and switch places there, guys?
I'll switch with Badonk and point my boat on that corridor.
Okay.
sure.
Now, unfortunately, I think unless you're passing the light over or setting light down, you probably actually can't see down there, Wes, unless you set another sun rod down at your feet.
They can pass the sunrod, and we can put it on the floor by the worker.
So then Gerlich is in perfect darkness then.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess he could use a cantrip to. I mean, it'll go out as soon as he stops concentrating, but he could use a cantrip to cause a little flame to appear at the end of his staff.
Sure, let's do that.
He doesn't have a staff. Sorry, it'll just be a coin he was using. He doesn't have a staff. Okay, so let me check here. Okay.
What kind of wizard doesn't have a staff?
Mm-hmm. So Vaz grabs the hammer and kind of like tests its weight. She's laid her halberd against the one of the walls, and then wow, and it echoes like everywhere.
Hey, we're here.
And I love when you guys make noise.
That was the "Let's Go Kill PCs" chick.
Oh, it makes me so happy.
Well, that's why we're here, Kev. To
Heck yeah.
give you reasons to try and kill us. Vaz, keep working. We'll guard you.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to. I know where the random encounter tables are for the Barrowmoor and for the Barrowmounds. I'm just trying to find where the charts are for the actual Barrowmaze. Yes, here it is. Sorry, I found it. Okay. Let's see. Awesome. Okay. Vaz gets maybe about like 3 hits in. Bang! Bang! Let me roll here. 1 evens odds. Dang. So, Wes, you're there, and you can hear this. I'm not actually. I can't do that. I'm like, what does it sound like? What does it sound like? It's squeaking, I guess, is what I'm trying to do here, and it just sounds like I'm having a stroke. So, you hear squeaking, and you're looking into the darkness, and you're trying to see what's there, but you really can only see about 20 feet out. And that's when suddenly out of the darkness comes 6 giant rats screeching towards you. Let's roll for surprise. They are not surprised. So Wes, give me you are not surprised either. So let's just roll initiative. The rats get a 5. Vaz wins initiative because she's a fighter. But I'm not sure she's actually aware that this is happening. So
rats. What do we roll for initiative?
1d8 plus your dex modifier. I got a 5 for the rats.
I got 6.
Okay, so Wes is before the rats.
Kev, how much longer are we
Yeah.
playing?
We'll wrap up after this. I think you guys will head back to town after this.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to.
Sorry. So initiative is
Wes starts shouting that there's rats coming, and starts shooting.
Okay, well, we need to get Badonk's initiative.
it's 1d8 plus 3, right?
That's right, yeah. 9. Okay, so actually Badonk is up first.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Again, Badonk will take chance and rush in on the rats.
Okay.
So attack and fray.
Smacky, smacky.
Ooh, his attack is very low. I don't know what the rats.
Well, actually, hold on. Before you do that,
Does our
Wes
warrior
comes
get a chance?
pinwheeling around the corner and goes racing up toward the rats. Would you kindly give me a dex save, please? And you can add your whatever is your cautious delver or whatever that trait is to it. So be like a plus 4 to your trait roll.
Wes or Badonk?
Badonk.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
I need you to make a dex save. So be your dex plus your trait plus your level. So plus 3. So that's 8 plus, I think it's 7 in total you're adding to that. So it's 15.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go racing in and you step onto that area there. And then you sort of, you dance to the side and scamper along. And the whole 10-foot area there collapses down into this deep black pit. And then you sort of, you're like, whoa, shit. And you land. You fortunately do not fall down it. But as you do, you then race in and try and connect with these rats, and I guess that throws you off your weight, or throws you off your balance. You do manage to kill 2 of them, but you're otherwise thrown off your rhythm. Then it's Wes's turn. What are you doing?
Wes will try and shoot past his goblinoid friend and smite some nasty rats.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
Ooh,
Oh,
that was kind of ugly.
so you do manage to get 1 again, but geez, these things are proven to be really tricky little targets.
Yeah.
Vaz and Gerlich. So Gerlich kind of steps forward. He can't really fit in there very easily. He says, "What's happening?"
I was going to say we can move too after our attack.
Where are you to move?
Out of the line. Rear guard.
Badonk has engaged these things over here on the far side of the pit. So Vaz would have to jump over a pit in order to get to there.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. Why don't we have Vaz drop the sledgehammer and grab her halberd? And then she sort of
guard the rear, maybe.
And she shouts at you, Badonk. What are you doing over there? She doesn't understand that the pit wasn't there before. Okay, then the rats. Let's see here. There's only a couple of them left. They're going to try and get you there. Badonk. What is your armor right now?
2.
2? Okay. So there's 3 of them swarming on you. And only one of them does manage to get a little, let's see here, a nip in on you. You take 1 point of damage. It's swirling around you. Next round, guys, let's roll initiative. I got a 1 for you guys each have bonuses to your decks, right?
Yeah.
So I roll a 1 for the rats. You guys are going to beat. Go ahead. Who wants to go first? Okay. Looks like Wes has a 5. Yeah. How does Badonk do?
Just adjusting my HP.
Nice. 11. Wow.
Whoa.
11.
So Badonk, you've got your footing now. You want to try and take these things down?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So here we go.
Whoa!
Ow!
That's amazing. Okay, so go ahead and roll your fray dice. That is 1
Nice. Another
plus 2 is 3. Yeah, actually, you. So how does it look as you take the last of these 3 rats down?
one. He's so used to rats that he's just killing them by squishing them with his claws.
Nice.
Claws just sink into them.
Now, since you're over here, Badonka, I'm just going to reveal a little bit more for you. Just bear in mind that only you can see this because you've got dark vision. So, Wes, you can't necessarily see this just yet. But Badonk, this is what you see.
Interesting.
So, now, you're on the other side. It seems that every time you strike this hammer against this wall, it seems to be like calling a clarion call to bring people down. Vaz turns and says, if we had more of these hammers, this would go 3 times as fast.
Maybe we should go back to town and get some hammers and come back tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good.
She says, well, so we would not be leaving empty-handed.
We would not.
So she, reaches down, picks up the sledgehammer, and says, well, then, should we leave this place?
Fair enough. I think we should.
Goblin.
Yeah.
You finished playing with your pets?
Done.
So you guys make your way cautiously. Let me just grab your characters here. Oh, shit. Boom. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. Sorry, I was in the wrong thing here. There we go. So you guys make your way back to the rat room, where that mass of disgusting rats are here. It's still perfectly silent, and you make your way up to here. And what is the order with which you guys are going up this? What do you call it? Up this the rope there.
Probably our classic order.
Okay. So Badonk's up first, or Wes is up first.
Do we want to have one of us go last?
Sorry, you were cutting out, Wes. What was that?
Do we want to have one of us go last instead of the 2 hirelings?
Sure. I'll go. I don't care. I'll go first or last. It doesn't matter.
Okay. I'll go last.
Okay.
Okay.
So, who are the first 2 the hirelings or the first what?
Badonk, hirelings, Wes.
And then hirelings, Wes. Yeah.
Badonk, then who?
Hirelings, Vax, and then...
Which of the 2?
Vax first.
Vaz?
Vaz, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So she's finished up and has looked her way back down. And that's when, would you give me a D6 roll, please?
For Badonk or Vaz?
For Wes. So Wes, it's you and you're about to get Gerlich to show him how to get. You're like, you remember how to do this, and that's when you hear it. And you quickly sort of grab your light, and you can hear. Remember that sound of the Shadow King's army coming towards you in the darkness?
Oh yeah, that was creepy. I remember that.
That's the sound you hear coming down. Something is coming down this blackened corridor over here, and it's coming pretty quick.
I start screaming to Gerlich, climb, climb, climb like there's no tomorrow.
Go ahead and give me a trait roll. He's got a plus. He actually does have a +2 to this. He's scrambling and trying to get up, and he's sort of like, whoa, what? Not quite making his way. He's just, he's a little more scared than what he lets on. And unfortunately, there is enough time for 2 skeletons. Horrible, shambling, animated corpses come right in here. And from a brief glance, it looks like they've got fresh blood on their claws.
Awesome.
You are not surprised. They are not surprised. Go ahead and roll initiative. I got a 4 for them.
That's just D8 plus 3.
Yeah, just D8. Ooh, okay, you're up first. What do you want to do?
I'll throw the magic hammer with my
Good
bare
fucking
hand.
call. Nice.
And
okay, so you grab your hammer. It flares with magic runes. Go ahead and... Oh, did you put that on your character sheet?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, because you got +1 to hit with that. Oh, and you actually have, because you've got masterwork bow, you've got +1 to hit with that bow too, which I don't think I included in there.
I did.
Oh, you should not. Okay, then your damage is 1 higher than it should be because it's only +1 damage, or plus
okay.
modifier damage. Masterwork gives you +1 to hit or +1 to damage, not both.
Not both. Okay.
So go ahead and make your attack roll. Wow, nice. Oh, so the fray damage is nada. But you just managed to squeak out enough. Oh, no, you don't, because it's fucking piercing. Oh, no, it's bludgeoning damage. Good call on the bludgeoning. If it was piercing, that would not have been enough. So you hurl the hammer, it shatters one. It sort of reappears in your hand as the other one is like within reach of you, and you throw it and shatter this thing. You can hear there's more coming down the corridor, though.
Is there enough room up the rope, though?
Give me another trait roll. He needs to get an 11 to get his ass up there. He's got a +2. Oh, shit. No progress yet.
No progress. All right. Wes will stand at the bottom.
They're not actually quite here yet. So give me another trait check for him. But down, you're sort of hearing them shout from down below, and you look down, and you see that Gerlich is sort of in a mad panic, and you can hear the sound of what sounds like breaking wood or shattering wood.
Can I yell for Badonk to start pulling the rope up?
Yeah.
Him and Vaz?
Oh, absolutely.
Pull the rope up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, nice. Okay, so the combined effort of them helping, and he's actually scrambling up now. 2 more of these things walk into the room. Let's make an initiative check here. If you go first, you get to act first. Oop, I got a 6 for them.
D8 plus
nice
3.
8. Okay, so you're up first. What do you want to do?
Wes and the magic hammer.
Are you gonna do that, or are you gonna try and get up the rope?
Well, I have the monkey pin. I could just climb up the rope if I wanted to. Yeah. I could activate the monkey pin and scramble up the rope pretty easily.
You want to try? Are you doing that, or are you gonna keep fighting?
Damn undead! They're blight on this world. Wes Littlefoot, don't be a hero. He's gonna use the monkey pin.
Okay. So you
touches the monkey pin, and
monkey pin gives you what, +1 to climbing type stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and the slow amulet. We keep forgetting about that.
Oh, the curse. Right. Okay, so we won't worry about that yet. I'll make you pay for that next round. Okay, so let's see here. You've got +1 for the monkey pin. It's athletics, so it's +2. What's your strength? Any modifier?
I have a +1 strength bonus.
+1 strength bonus. Okay, so you got 1 from that. And do you have any traits that would apply? You need to make up 1 more point. Oh, is there nothing there?
Well, explorers do a lot of climbing, right?
Yeah, I'd let you apply that.
Absolutely.
This climbing out of dungeon. Okay, so this is
climbing out of dungeons.
This is like literal scraping the last. You're scrambling up, and these things, grab at you, and you can feel it hit your boot. And you kind of, your heart catches in your throat as you race. Scrambling your way up to the end of the rope. The panic, I think, is actually doing you a disservice, even though you've got your monkey pin. Badonk, you sort of help him up, and you look down, and you see that there's these skeletons that are kind of like grabbing at the rope.
Throw the hammer at him. It'll come back.
Pull the rope right up.
Okay. Vaz says, "Wait, aren't they? Isn't that other group down there?"
They were covered in blood. I don't think there's much of the other group left.
She looks at you guys and says, "Very well. if that's how you do things.
Well, no, I'm saying that's what I saw. I could swing on this hammer at them through the hole. It
You want us
returns.
to? Yeah.
She shakes her head and she says, "It's not for me to say," and just grabs her halberd again and says, "If we're leaving."
Well, do you want to go back down there and try and rescue them?
She says, "There's a difference between rescuing them and preventing them from leaving." And she gestures at the rope.
I agree. The rope could
Fine.
stay.
Takes the rope back down, and we'll get out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys could easily outpace those. Like, even if the skeletons manage to grab hold of that, you guys are easily able, are going to be able to outpace them. Now, you guys are making your way back to town. Let's see here. You know what I'm going to do? So, in circumstances like this where we're out of time, but I've rolled an encounter, I'm just going to bank it. Just so you guys know.
Guaranteed fun for next time.
Yeah, I like that. I like that idea.
That'll work out, right? Like that way, because I am running it as rolled here.
Yeah.
So you guys, you successfully make it your way back to town. Oh, a little bit of money in your pocket, a little more of the Barrowmaze explored, and with a new companion, a new hireling.
We talked to her about keeping a lid on it so that there's more for us tomorrow when we go back.
Right.
She says, "Oh, I understand.
Yeah, more.
I can't enter my 15% if everyone's going down there."
Exactly.
The more groups that go down, the less there is for us.
She nods. Agreed.
We pay her out. It was 123 silver pieces.
Oh, yeah, right. So you guys are losing, let's see here. It was 100 and how much? 123?
123.
Okay, so the breakdown for that is 123 times, you're going to lose 35% of that to, oops, hold on. So you have 65% left.
I go to Badonk before we pay them out, and I whisper to him, I think we should give her 20 as well, 20%.
Okay.
Do you want to know why?
Sure.
Because if he talks and then she talks and she finds out she's not making the same cut as he is, she's going to get pissed and she's going to leave. And she's pretty good, so we should keep her. An extra 5% on 123 silvers isn't going to kill us.
No, I agree.
Okay. So that means each of you guys are walking home with a whopping, I'll just round up here, 37 silver.
Okay.
So
you've made some extra coin here. And I will tell you your XP once I take a look at the book again, because I can't remember how much I should be giving out here, and I don't want to err on the side of generosity with this. I do want to pace this at a proper pace. Yeah. So you guys make your way back, and that's 2 sessions in a row where not only did you not kill a henchman, you actually got another one and brought it back. And I'm also going to give you guys, there's another trait we're going to track, which is basically to reflect the sort of growing horror of exposure to the Barrowmaze. Now that you're actually down there and actually facing these things over and over again. And I'll tell you about that between, there's another actual game by the same guy who designed Scarlet Heroes and Godbound and Revised Stars Without Number. That's kind of like a horror game. And it's got some good mechanics for that. And we'll just steal it from there. So,
nice.
Wow. 2 weeks in a row, or 2 sessions in a row, guys, where you've made some progress in the maze. That is impressive. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You have bragging rights over a number of your colleagues. So
yeah,
keep the bragging to a minimum, though, because we don't want to raise any.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to get out of the game here, and I'll turn my camera back on. Stop sharing.
Yeah, I got to go.
All right. So for those listening at home, thanks so much for joining us for another. This is session 19 of the Barrowmaze campaign. It's coming up on 20. It's pretty cool. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. Alternatively, if you want to shoot me a message directly, you can reach me on Twitter at Dungeon Musings. or you can reach me by email at dungeonmusings@gmail.com. You'll also note that there is a link in the description of the video to the charity fundraising campaign that we're running on the channel called Heroes Save Villages. This is something where we've paired up with SOS Children's Villages International, a really great charity that provides benefits and advocacy for children living in high-need circumstances. You can learn all about the Heroes Save Villages campaign and the rewards that we've got available there by clicking the link below. And you can also learn about SOS Children's Villages International. I'll also mention that, guys, one of the NPCs in the session tonight, Vazquez, was a reward.
Hey, cool.
I worked with one of our listeners to help develop Vazquez and her backstory, her personality, her stats. So, James Henderson, thank you so much for your very kind donation and for helping me come up with Vazquez. I look forward to exploring her secret as the campaign goes. So that's one of the many rewards that we've got available there. All donations go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel or anything like that. So if you have enjoyed the channel, if you enjoyed the stream, I'd ask that you consider clicking through and learning more about the Heroes Save Villages campaign. Lastly, but certainly not least, a big, big thank you to my players. To Jeff and Dave, thank you so much for playing tonight. This was a great break for Hump Day. I hope you guys have enjoyed. How's this session 2 with Scarlet Heroes? How's this feeling?
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I feel it's a little more narratively driven, the stuff that we're doing and the roles that we're making. So,
yeah, I mean, everything we talked about on Friday at length, I think continues to be the case. So, yeah, I think going forward, we're definitely, I'm perfectly fine with using Scarlet Heroes to keep on going because this is pretty freaking cool. Great. All right, then. Otherwise, our next session is next Wednesday, I guess. So we will be back at the same bat time and same bat channel, where I'm going to be introducing some random encounters with bats on Wednesday. Until then, have a great week. Enjoy the long weekend, and have a very solemn and respectful Remembrance Day. See ya.
Thanks to